Today, I want to talk about the smaller child and the potential late developer. Do you arrive each week to matches and think, oh no, here we go again, look at the size of all the other children? Well, there's no need to panic yet. With careful management by you as the parent and your child's coach, there is plenty that can be done. Sport is a marathon and certainly not a sprint. One of the things you are going to have to get your head round is that of the early selection process. Many of these early selections take place heavily in favour of the bigger, more athletically and physically developed child. In most cases, that means them being born early in the calendar year. If you feel threatened by the early selection process, perhaps I can just point out a couple of things to you. Of those footballers who sign contracts at the age of 9, very few of them come out at the other end. The England under-20 sides of recent years often have players spread out evenly throughout the whole calendar year. It is important to understand that this is a long-term process, and whilst you may be up against it in the short term, there is plenty to motivate you and your child in keeping working hard and keep going through all these tough times. It is undoubtedly tough to watch as a parent, watching your child getting knocked over more often than not, or perhaps doing the right thing but not having that extra yard of speed that allows them to really make a big impact either in their training sessions or on their matches. Their time will come. You need to be positive at all times, and you need to make sure that they are playing at the correct level, one that allows them to gain confidence from their sporting experience and not fall out of love with it just because it has become too tough. You should be making sure that you are praising the processes and not the outcomes. Make sure you give your child credit for hard work, for resilience, for showing determination, for bouncing back up for a bit more. And don't just look at how many goals they scored or the impact that they perhaps had on a game. Are they improving technically? Is their decision making improving? Are their skills improving, and are they applying them at the right times? You can also let them know that current success is not a long-term indicator of future success. A final thought just to check is make sure that your child's coach is aware of this. Has he spotted that your child is potentially 11 months younger than somebody else in the group? Has he realised that some of their performances are based purely just on their physical size as opposed to what they actually are trying to do? It is important that coaches understand the smaller, potentially the late developer, and do everything that they can to encourage them, to keep them involved in sport. Probably more so, in so much that if they get this wrong, children's perceptions of whether they are good or not good could lead them to dropping out of games completely. Our top 3 tips for managing the smaller child and the potential late developer. Don't panic in the short term if they are struggling a bit. As long as they are still enjoying it, they will get there in the end. Don't let them give up at the first sign of difficulty. Keep persevering with them and keep talking to them. Make them understand that their day will come. Create a culture at home that focuses on things that you can control. Hard work, technique, skill development, perseverance.